How do you know my name and address? Red launched into speech, but her face was deep in shadow. It was brighter out on the footpath. He'd be able to see her mouth there, and her hands. Move on to the street, he said. It's too dark in here. She shook her head and pressed herself against the wall. Well, he wasn't waiting around for someone to walk up behind him with an iron bar. Okay, he said. Find yourself another mark. He turned away, and she darted forward and grabbed his arm. Her trembling hand was slick with sweat. Impossible to fake that kind of fear, or for him to feel like more of an asshole. She was gesturing urgently, pressing her hands together and pulling them towards herself, a familiar movement, as though she was signing the word help. You know Oslan? He signed. Red stared at him as though he'd performed a circus trick. Not a signer, then. Just someone who'd learnt a word, which meant she probably knew more about him than his name and address. Help? He said out loud. You need help? A rapid nod. And said you'd help. Who said I'd help? And you... This was hopeless. He'd have to get her to write everything. He reached for his phone, but his hand dug into the empty pocket of his running shorts. Shit. No phone. Just him and his stupid desire to be alone when he ran. Have you got a phone? He asked. Something to write with? She shook her head and attempted another sign. It was the wrong hand shape, but it looked a lot like... Do that again, he said. 2 fingers against 2 fingers. A twist of her wrists. Family. Family. A brother he barely knew, and an almost ex-wife avoiding him in Broome. Anton? He asked. Cat? More head-shaking, more incomprehensible speech. Something about bees. No, that couldn't be right. He tried for a gentle tone. Look, I can't understand you. My flat's around the corner. Do you want to go there, or I can take you to the cops? Her eyes widened, staring behind him. He spun around. A man was pounding up the alleyway towards them, thick-set, with short blonde hair and a dark swirl of tattoos up his arms and neck. Caleb threw himself backwards and caught the edge of the blow on his forehead, falling, down on his knees, head to the cobblestones. Up! Get up! He levered himself to his feet. The man was dragging Red away, his arm locked around her neck. No thought, just motion. 5 steps and a fist to the man's kidney. Caleb's knuckles hit solid muscle. The man staggered and dropped Red, swung around, a calculating look as he took in Caleb's equal height but lack of kilos. His fist clenched. Caleb ducked the punch with reflexes born of 1,000 playground fights. Quick, go for the kneecap. An awkward movement, mistimed, but his foot hit the side of the man's knee with a sickening jolt. Down like a felled tree. Red. Where was Red? Caleb sprinted to the street. There she was, running towards Alexandra Parade. Good. There'd be people, lights, cars. He ran after her. Fitzroy Police Station was only a few blocks away. He'd get her there and work out what the fuck was going on. She was at the intersection, scanning for a break in the traffic. Stop, he called, nearly at her side. It's safe here. Her head whipped around and she stepped back, her eyes focused behind him again. Shit, the blonde man was only meters away, charging past him towards Red. She threw up her arms and stumbled backwards off the curb. Caleb lunged for her. A fleeting touch of skin, then a flash of white, the smell of diesel and brake pads. She slammed against the van's bonnet, into the air, down. An endless moment. People were running, and he ran too. Red was sprawled on the road, her arms flung wide, blood everywhere, bubbling from her lips and darkening her dress. He'd been here before, seen the spreading pool, smelled its iron sweetness. Her lips were moving. The bee. Got the bee. He made himself touch her cheek, cold beneath the slick warmth of her blood. It's okay. Help's coming. Her eyes held his, sea green and rimmed with pale lashes, a fierce brightness that flickered, dulled, and faded. Then nothing. Chapter 2. He made his statement in a soulless grey room at the Fitzroy Police Station, eyes gritty, a dull ache